Hi everyone, I am in Nanjing, the ancient capital of China, and tonight I'm going to give a concert in this beautiful city. It's a wonderful morning, very refreshing, perfect for taking a walk around Nanjing. Nanjing has been the cultural and political center of China for thousands of years. It first became China's capital around the 3rd century AD. However, its most significant historical role was as the capital of the Ming dynasty, starting in the 14th century, and to be more precise, in 1368. You might remember from my video in Beijing, I showed you the Forbidden City. It was several generations later, the emperors from the Ming dynasty, they transferred the capital to Beijing, building the Forbidden City. Behind me you can see one of the canals, one of the many canals in Nanjing. Look at it, it's very beautiful. And they are adorned with amazingly beautiful bridges like the one I'm standing on right now. And now, let's go explore the city walls of Nanjing. I am at the city walls. They were built by the Ming emperors. Of course, to protect your capital, you need huge walls. It was a huge undertaking, an immense project that took 20 years to complete and hundreds of thousands of workers to work on. The walls are very thick and tall. They go up to 24 meters high and 17 meters in thickness, which is enormous. The materials used are clay, the mixture of clay, and they're bound with the sticky rice, which is the natural binder for the walls. Have a look at it. And these walls were 25 kilometers long. Imagine that. And at the time, they were the longest city walls in the world. And in fact, during the Ming China, this was one of the biggest, largest cities in the world, having its population up to 1 million people, which is enormous. Behind me you can see the famous Zhonghua Gate. This is the biggest gate of the walls. So now let's get inside of them. Here I have my ticket. Let me just find it. My ticket disappeared. I had it in my pocket and then I couldn't find it. It's quite most odd. Then I went to buy another one and they're very kind. They just let me in because they saw me before. So anyway, I just walked into the Zhonghua Gate. It's a huge construction with 27 walls and it could house up to 3,000 soldiers. So it could withstand a very, very long siege. This is the real fortress. It's an incredible engineering construction accomplishment of showing the prowess of the Ming dynasty's military might. Here I went through one of the sections. All of this is a huge fortress of this gate. Have a look at it. They are still from the 14th century, showing the might of the Ming. Here there is a section which is very interesting. This one. It was used to drop a grid, a metal grid, and this way they would cut off some parts of the army, of the enemy army. They would cut them off one from another, and then it would be much easier to destroy them. So they would drop it from the top. very smart and certainly very, very useful. Here's another section. Have a look. Amazing, amazing walls. Here's another, and here's another section. An elderly man making some exercises, and now I'm going to go up the walls. I am walking up the ancient walls of Nanjing. I'm not going to cut the take so that you can see and feel how high they actually are. So here I'm getting to the second level. And here's the view from the bottom of where I was talking to you from. Here I am at the second level. Here there are some sections with pictures about the Chinese history. Have a look. And then there are the same things further. Here's another one. And there are several others just like that. I suppose the soldiers maybe were stationed there, maybe they were sleeping there, maybe there were guards. This is a huge space where you can put a lot of people in. So here's the view from this level. And now let's go up all the way to the top. Again, I'm not going to cut the video so that you can feel the height, the enormity of these fortifications, of these walls. This construction is quite amazing for the 14th century. Here, so here it is. And now we are going to go up. There are people taking pictures, so I'm going to go on the sides. Oh, lots of people taking pictures. Maybe I should also just sit on the stairs and take a picture and look somewhere outside with this languid look. Okay, I stop. Here it is, we're almost there. And here's the section of the wall that you can see from this gate. And now we are going to get to the top. Here we are at the top of the wall. Here there is some siege machines. Look at them. There is a trebuchet right there. There are cannons. Look at them. They're definitely restored, but they give you a good idea of how things looked like at the time. Look at this space, it's huge. You can really put a lot of soldiers right here to defend the city. So the walls were 25 kilometers long. I don't think they survive in their entirety, but large portions still do. Look, they're so wide that you can have definitely chariots passing by, just like at the Great Wall of China. Chinese were really good at fortification, military engineering. Actually, the Mongols, when they came all the way to Europe, they brought with them Chinese siege engineers, and that's how they were able to take large cities, even though they were a nomads army. Here's a view at one of the temples from the walls and the river. So here it is, the morning walk in Nanjing. I hope you enjoyed it. And now, what I propose, later in the afternoon, we'll go to the concert hall and get to beautiful music. Let's go. So now, as I am leaving the area, the kind people working here came up to me and they gave me my ticket. They found it somewhere sitting over there. Another little detail I wanted to point out, look at that. This inscription on the gate, it was apparently made by General Chiang Kai-shek, who controlled Nanjing at the time before he lost the war to the communists and when he fled to Taiwan. And I'm going to go to the concert hall. I'm walking on stage at the Nanjing Cultural Center where I'm going to give my recital tonight. Behind me you can see the huge image of myself that is used as a backdrop on stage, reminding the audience who is at the piano. And here I am, in fact, at the piano. Today I have a Steinway piano. It's not very young, so I'm curious to listen to how it sounds like. It's an American Steinway, clearly with its very distinct sound. I think I can work with that. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of the historical city of Nanjing, and I will see you at the next stop of my China tour.